the Netflix documentary, what the mysterious symbol on Raw means, an update on Jimmy Uso, did WWE take down an AEW video, Jey Uso cries after Raw, Paul Heyman's return imminent, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL. Now, as always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good is number 1, 14 years. Yes, it's taken Jey Uso 14 years to capture his first singles title in the WWE, proving he's much more than a tag team wrestler by defeating one of the WWE's biggest rising stars. While it's too early to know whether this was the WWE hotshotting a title change, it was a momentous win that sent WWE fans into a frenzy. Number 2, strong women's tag match. We're always skeptical about praising anything in the women's tag division due to the WWE's history of showcasing teams only to drop storylines and pushes without any warning. Nonetheless, Damage Control vs Unholy Union showed how entertaining the women's tag division can be and how interesting its players are. Number 3, the New Day breakdown continues. Kofi Kingston's attempt to make things right with his New Day teammate Xavier Woods didn't go as planned, leading to Woods showing anything but positivity. Xavier's slow turn has been fascinating considering how long he's been a babyface, and even better, the WWE has used a storyline to create some terrific matches, including last night's tag match against American Made and next week's singles match against Rey Mysterio. Number 4, WWE announces card for next week. The WWE announced some big bouts for next week, which is exactly how you should promote your TV content, enticing fans to tune in and throwing surprises at them to keep them tuned in. Number 5, Shark Cage stipulation. A Dominic Mysterio locked in a shark cage is one of wrestling's most ridiculous match stipulations, which is why it's ideal for Rhea Ripley's title match against Liv Morgan at Bad Blood. Daddy Dom isn't a comedy character, although he has got comedic elements, and this is a fitting stipulation for the man fans love to hate. Number 6, Drew promo. Drew's promo was powerful and embodied everything fans have come to expect from him, a self-absorbed heel who thinks he's right and blames his shortcomings on someone else. McIntyre's response to Punk's promo last week was pitch perfect, another example of why this feud is hands down the best of 2024. Number 7, Sammy vs Kaiser Classic. Sammy's quest to get a World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther was bound to take him into a match against Ludwig Kaiser, and what a match it was. Sammy's win was predictable, but this match was another case of it's the journey, not the destination, as fans saw a dazzling display of wrestling while the WWE forwarded Sammy's hunt for a title match. Number 8, Bronson vs Braun keeps getting better. A major props to the WWE for capitalizing on a program that has captured the WWE Universe's attention and finding new ways to keep fans interested in this battle of the big boys. While you're only as good as your next program, Bronson vs Braun has done much to elevate both superstars, and with any luck, Strowman will have something good to do once this ends and Seth Rollins returns to Battle Reed. And Raw did a lot in 3 hours. Last night's Red Brand was a bittersweet show, as the WWE's creative team has shown it can make 3 hours of wrestling very entertaining and use it to showcase everyone from curtain jerkers to the roster's top stars. The only downside is fans have to wonder whether cutting Raw back to 2 hours will disrupt the WWE's creative process. And that was good. What about the bad? Is number 1, is the LWO a waste of time? Is it time to scrap the Latino World Order? The group's various members all have something to give, some more than others, but no one is benefiting from their association in the group. When factions are utilized properly, with the Judgment Day being a prime example, new stars are created and existing stars are given a chance to get back on top. That hasn't happened yet with anyone in the LWO, and the team's constant losses makes everyone in it look bad, even when superstars like Dragon Lee get the occasional win. That was nothing downright ugly, another strong show that reflects how the WWE has mastered booking its top stars into must-see moments while simultaneously capitalizing on fan engagement to try and elevate undercard stars. What'd you guys think of Raw last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks at the real reason why Jey Uso won the Intercontinental Championship. Atop of today's news is Jey Uso's shocking Intercontinental Championship win over Bron Breakker and the reason behind the decision. While the title win is a good way to solidify Jey Uso's singles run and remind fans that the title changes can happen when you least expect them, the biggest reason may have to do with more Bron Breakker than main event Jey Uso. It seems that the WWE is preparing to turn Bron Breakker babyface. As per the Wrestling Observer Radio, they are definitely building towards a Bron Breakker babyface turn. They are already doing a thing where they are trying to get the fans to bark. That's a babyface move, so they are already on the babyface track. There are many ways to turn Bron babyface, but one that springs to mind is having a heel taunt Breakker about his loss, leading to Bron fighting with the said heel. The WWE has shown that as powerful and talented as Braun is, his weakness is his arrogance, that no one can defeat him. Braun's loss to Jay, along with a catalyst such as a heel antagonizing him about his title loss, could cause Breakker to reevaluate his approach and become a better wrestler. What do you guys think? Should Braun Breakker be turning babyface? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Vince McMahon tried to destroy the Netflix documentary. The Netflix's 6-part docuseries of Mr. McMahon is set to debut on 25th September, but a new report states Vince McMahon tried to buy the series from Netflix so he could destroy it. Puck News reports the project was nearly finished when McMahon's hush money scandal story broke and director Chris Smith decided to
Introducing Zaxby's new chicken finger tacos. One with pico and creamy chipotle ranch, and the other with bacon and avocado ranch. Chicken experts since 1990. Taco experts since...
add more content to the documentary, said content being the hush money scandal and the Janelle Grant lawsuit. Vince McMahon was reportedly heavily involved in the original project, giving interviews and such. However, the original and new versions are believed to be drastically different, with the rumor being that the revised docuseries is a complete burial of McMahon. As per The Observer, McMahon realized that this documentary was going to be different from what he imagined it to be, so the Netflix deal with WWE, which was signed in January, so he apparently tried, which I believe last year, he tried to buy the documentary, basically buy it to kill it, which a lot of media does, or a lot of rich people do with unfavorable media at times, and Netflix turned him down. He tried to use Ari Emanuel to do the same and tried to get the thing killed, and that didn't work, so here we are. Now, if McMahon did try to buy the series and bury it, Netflix really must feel it's worth showing, despite its business relationship with the WWE. Next up, Vince McMahon breaks silence. Vince McMahon recently made a rare public statement about the Mr. McMahon program. McMahon has actually stayed out of the public eye since stepping down from the WWE. According to The Hollywood Reporter, McMahon watched a partial early cut of the docuseries and said, "This doc falls short and takes the predictable path of conflating the Mr. McMahon character with my true self, Vince. The title and promos alone make that evident." McMahon released a statement via social media, and here's an excerpt. "A lot has been misrepresented or left out entirely in an effort to leave viewers intentionally confused. The producers used typical editing tricks without context footage and dated sound bites, etc. to distort the viewer's perception and support a deceptive narrative. In an attempt to further their misleading account, the producers use a lawsuit based on an affair I ended as evidence that I am in fact Mr. McMahon." However, McMahon said that he doesn't regret participating in the documentary. "The producers had the opportunity to tell an objective story about my life and the incredible business I built, which were equally filled with excitement, drama, fun, and a fair amount of controversy and life lessons." He also asked, "I hope the viewer will keep an open mind and remember that there are two sides to every story." What do you guys think about this statement? Next up, Ric Flair splits up. Some sad news for romantics as Ric Flair has announced that he and longtime companion Wendy Barlow have ended their relationship. The Nature Boy tweeted the news, an excerpt that follows, "Wendy and I enjoyed 13 great years. As with every couple, we've experienced our ups and downs. I think it's important for everyone to know right now that we have decided to part ways respectfully." Flair thanked Wendy for staying by his side during his life-threatening health crisis and noted their respective projects have pulled them apart. This isn't the first time the two have split up, so a reconciliation could seem possible. Next up, what does the mysterious symbol mean on Raw? What was the bizarre message that aired on Raw? Looks like a fan has already cracked the code and it may have something to do with the Viking Raiders. Ex-user Rhodes Kota Era tweeted, "PFR equals war in Elder-Furtic language, which is the oldest form of runic alphabet. It is in fact the Viking Raiders, not Penta and Rey." Are you guys eager for the Viking Raiders to return? Are you disappointed that this is the message? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, an update on Jimmy Uso. Is Jimmy Uso okay? Well, after Rikishi seemed to ask fans to pray for Jimmy, fans were questioning why. However, Fightful Select reports that numerous talent have reached out to Jimmy, and Jimmy states he's okay. Although Jimmy has been off TV for months, fans believe it's merely to sell the beatdown he suffered from the bloodline. Next up, an update on Zilla Fatu. Is Zilla Fatu WWE bound? Well, fans asked this after the Game Changer Wrestling announced Fatu was done with the promotion, but a new report from Fightful Select states that WWE hasn't signed Zilla. Next up, Bad Blood main event confirmed. Well, which match will the WWE use as Bad Blood's main event? While there have been talks that Drew vs Punk could main event, Sean Ross Sapp tweeted that's not so. Despite rumors to the contrary, Rhodesman Reigns vs Bloodline was set to main event WWE Bad Blood as of last week. Do you think that should be the true main event? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yes.
Next up, Paul Heyman's return imminent? Well, what's next in the Bloodline saga? Well, according to The Observer, Paul Heyman's return is only a matter of time, and WWE is merely waiting for the right moment to bring him back. Whether that happens to be around Bad Blood or after is unknown, but when he does return, he's expected to work as a babyface, a rare role for him. Next up, WWE's reaction to Bret Hart's appearance. Was the WWE happy with Hart's appearance on Raw? Well, Hart, who interacted with Sami Zayn and Gunther, received a nice pop from the Calgary crowd, and according to Fightful Select, the WWE were very happy with the two-time Hall of Famer's appearance. The report added that the WWE is working to maintain a healthy and positive relationship with its legends. Next up, did the WWE take down an AEW video? Why did the WWE put in a copyright claim against a recent AEW video highlighting Nigel McGuinness? While the matter has been resolved, fans are curious of what caused the claim, and now the Sportster is sharing a theory. The theory appears to be that the package might include footage of McGuinness wrestling in Ring of Honor that WWE still has on its own YouTube channel. Even though AEW now owns Ring of Honor, prior to that purchase, WWE used archived Ring of Honor footage to create a package for McGuinness, as well as clips for his Ring of Honor roundtable with Seth Rollins and Bryan Danielson. Whether this was a technical error or an example of the WWE antagonizing AEW is unknown. And finally, Jey Uso cries after Raw. And last but not least, we've seen plenty of reactions to main event Jey's title win, but how did the man himself feel? Well, after Raw went off the air, a fan managed to capture footage of Jey Uso crying, with the crowd chanting, "You deserve this." What an absolutely touching moment. But there you have it, folks. Our look at Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
I got Sam off first moment when I think I have a shit.
One downside to being a
or something. That was a moment for me. I didn't think it would ever come. I need some ice right now. But anyways, thank y'all for joining.